Hey everyone, Mage Knight 404 here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles 2. So, I tried recording this on Friday, and yesterday, and once today. And every single time I tried, Audacity was all like, nope, middle finger. And I was like, you are an asshole. So I'm using another sound recorder today. Hopefully it won't crash on me like Audacity has done in the past couple of days. It's getting me mildly irritated. But whatever. Last time on Valkyria Chronicles 2, we were introduced to Class G, so let's do some missions.
Ah, Avon. How can I help you today?
January has us doing two key missions today, a combat exercise and a maneuvering exercise. Let's do the combat exercise first. Okay, this exercise will teach you basic combat techniques. Use what you've learned up to now to defeat all enemy units. We'll get arms credits for these, and we'll talk more about credits in a bit. Anyways, we'll be fighting more scouts and shock troopers. We win if we rout the enemy. Okay, we can only bring 5 units with us today, and Avon is forced. So let's bring Lot, Marion, Rainer for manliness, and Isara, because we have to bring Isara. Well, I have to. You don't, but I do. It's like a rule for me. If a favorite is playable, then they're probably forced to come regardless. It's like an unwritten rule for me.
We got this! Let's go!
Morale set! Alright, let's rock.
Listen up!
Morale! Now you're wondering what this does. The morale displayed on the upper left of the screen represents the willingness of your squad members to fight. Morale increases as you defeat enemies and capture bases, and decreases when your squad members fall in combat. When morale is high, the positive potentials of allied units are more likely to be triggered. Most potentials provide a combat advantage, so try to keep your morale as high as possible. If your morale drops to 0, your squad will decide they cannot continue fighting, and you will fail the mission. So it's pretty easy to remember. High morale equals your positive potentials activate more often. So make sure your morale stays up there, or you will lose the mission, and you get more potentials to activate. So to start this properly, go, Isara!
On my way.
I've never been happier to hear Laura Bailey's voice. Oh man. Support fire! When a unit attacks, other nearby allied units may also attack at the same time. This is called support fire. Support fire happens automatically when a unit attacks with friendly units close by. Up to 3 allied units can provide support fire for an attack. Support fire from squad members that are strongly compatible will result in a more powerful effect than usual. You can confirm the compatibility between squad members on the status screen. Use support fire effectively to give your squad an advantage in battle. For example, Isara is effective with Welkin, so if those two are fighting side by side, they'll kick all more ass. Attacking enemies. When you target an enemy in target mode, kill, shot, and aim information will be displayed. Kill shows how many hits will be needed to defeat the enemy. Shot shows how many shots will be fired when a single attack with the weapon your unit currently has equipped. In other words, when the value for kill is lower than shot, it is possible to defeat an enemy in a single attack. On the other hand, as kill is higher than shot, it means it will take more than a single attack to finish them off. Aim shows whether you will hit the enemy from the front, side, or rear. Units have less defense from the side and rear than from the front, so it will pay to outflank the enemy and attack from behind. Damage is also affected by the location that the shot hits. Headshots can cause heavy damage. Well, cause heavy damage, not can, they will. So aim for the head when you can. Unless, of course, the enemy is crouching.
Please hit.
Bonk!
Awaiting orders.
Tag. That's right, you can still tag enemies, tag fallen dudes for extra experience if you can. And I recommend that you do. Because, hey, it's extra experience in DCT. Alright, Marion. Hello. Goodbye. Nice.
A clean hit. I see one, sir.
Leaders! Squads are led by commanders on the battlefield. Yvonne is the leader of Class G. Rebel squad leaders are the units wearing red helmets. Squads with a leader in the field have a superior command ability and replenish an extra CP at the beginning of a phase. This means that when a leader falls in combat, that side will replenish one less CP. If you track down the enemy leader, focus on defeating them first to give you the upper hand on the battlefield. Yoink! Captured your base! Awesome. Time for some manly!
Let's get started.
Let's get manly!
A tank hole.
Rainer Tristan, he eats tanks whole! Man, I love this guy. There's a CP unit. I missed. Oh well. Wasn't too bad.
Sure, dude.
I think Lot may be related to a Prinny. Tag. Ow.
Gotcha.
Eat this!
Found one.
Where's that Yvonne kid? There's that Yvonne kid. Go, Yvonne.
Moving out. Yeah, I feel great.
Exciting.
Battle buddies.
Morale up!
All right.
We're making good progress.
On my way.
Go, Isara. A good thing to know about armor techs is that their wrench can take out sandbags.
Please hit. Awaiting orders.
Lol 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 lol. Hello. Head turn. He's not moving. Okay, Marion.
My pleasure, sir. I'm
Whoa, excuse me.
glow today.
Lol 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 lol. Hi.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself.
A clean hit.
Done. Yes!
All right. We got the target.
Sweet. And we get an A rank. Now, I went over this when I did the Valkyria Chronicles 1 LP, but when you get a rank, your base experience is given as bonus and then multiplied depending on your rank. If you get an A rank, you get twice as much as your base. If you get a B rank, you get 50% much as your base. If you get a C rank, you get bonus equal to your base. And if you get a D rank, you don't get a bonus at all. You get materials for when you clear a mission. And materials are going to be very necessary for building stuff in the R&D. So get a lot of materials. And credits. Depending on how well an individual unit performs during the map, they'll receive credits. And credits are required for class changing. Whoever did better gets better credits. Yvonne's room. After completing a mission, you will find yourself back in Yvonne's room. You can select sleep here to sleep until the next day, where new events and missions may become available. You can also view your battle stats and profiles of people you have met. Useful information about rules during battle can be confirmed in your class notes. You can visit Yvonne's room at any time while at the academy, so you don't need to wait until after a mission. New options will be added here as you progress through the game, so it pays to come and take a look every now and then. Alright, so now we're at Yvonne's room. Here you can show your stats for your squad, your overall stats, your background, an evaluation on a month-by-month basis, You're deployed for how many characters you deployed for each round so far, each map so far. Overall class usage, and medals. Here you have your yearbook, where you can check it on events. People. Like, let's say we want to move on. And your daily life. You can review events. Here you can rename your squad and add titles you've earned. Like, say we wanted to call myself the Manly Party. Here you can review your class notes, and here you can sleep to go to the next day and save your game. I can't save until after my recording is done.
To begin, here's today's news.
Miraculous. Fair play. Facilities. There are 2 facilities in the academy mode. Where you can use the funds and experience you've earned to improve your squad. The first is the drill grounds. At the drill grounds, you can use experience points to raise soldier class levels. The second is the R&D Building. At the R&D Building, you can use funds to improve your squad's equipment. Go and visit these other facilities before heading to the briefing room. Okay. Let's drop by R&D first.
Yo!
The R&D Building. At the R&D Building, you can use the funds you have earned during missions to develop and enhance your armaments. Once you develop basic armaments such as rifles, machine guns, and armor, enough to reduce for your entire squad. Come and get geared up before a mission, or when you have earned more funds after completing a mission.
Welcome to R&D, kid. Make yourself at home.
So basically this works like the Valkyria Chronicles 1. You pick something you want to upgrade, and then you spend money to upgrade it. Sometimes it will require materials to upgrade something. So that's where you have to go out and get materials for during your missions in order to get enough to make the weapon, or whatever else you're wanting to upgrade or equip. And now for the drill grounds.
Listen up!
The drill grounds. At the drill grounds, you can use experience points earned during missions to train your troops to higher levels. All soldiers of a class gain levels at the same time, so there is no risk of anyone falling behind when they aren't deployed. Yvonne can also change to a class other than a scout using the change class option. If you're short in a certain class, Yvonne can change over to a bolster your strength in that area.
Good, you're here.
Okay, much like the first game, just for train classes, just hand out experience points to a class you want to upgrade, and then upgrade them.
You've done well, men. That's another level.
Something that should be noted is, unlike the first game, you can only put experience into a class if it'll level them up. You just can't give them experience anymore, like you could in the first game. And here's where you'll need credits in order to change class. A character can only change class within their base class and move on to another tier, kind of like Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones. For example, an armor tech can become either a tech veteran or a fencer. Yvonne is the only character in the game that's allowed to change his base class. So you have him be either a scout, a shock trooper, lancer, engineer, or an armor tech. I'm going to keep him a scout for this let's play, because I don't know, it's really useful, and I really don't need any other Yvonne in another class. I'm curious to try Trooper Yvonne, but I have Zeri for that. I don't really see the use for Lancer Yvonne. NG Yvonne, I've got Cosette for that. And as much as I would love to try Yvonne out as an armor tech, I've got Isara for that. So yeah, leave him a scout. Okay, time to drop back in the briefing room and take on the next mission.
Ah, Yvonne, how can I help you today?
Let's do the maneuvering exercise. This exercise will teach you how to make use of terrain. Capture the enemy base kit by using the terrain to your advantage. We'll get attack credits for this, and we're still fighting scouts and shock troopers. We win if we capture the enemy base camp. Alright, with these kind of missions, dudes with high AP are vital. But we can sort of wing it for this one. Let's bring Zeri. Magari. Alexis, and Isara.
Time to show them what Class G can really do!
Indeed. We're all set! Let's go! Okay, Zeri.
Watch and learn. Listen up!
Interception and sight lines. Enemies will attack with interception fire when you approach them in action mode. It is dangerous to continue to move out in the open while under fire. Whoa, excuse me. Crouch behind sandbags or other cover, or end your action to move other units in for support. Watch the sight lines that appear to identify interception fire swiftly. A sight line appears when you see an enemy while moving. Take note of the direction and color of the line. Blue means you're not detected, yellow means you're detected, and red means you're under fire. Also, if the line changes to green, that it means you're under fire, but the enemy is reloading. Remember to keep an eye out for sight lines when you're moving your units. Pretty easy to understand, right? Grassy areas. You can use grassy areas on the battlefield to move without being detected by enemies. Move one of your units to a grassy area and push the circle button when crawl appears. The unit will lie prone and be concealed by the grass. Concealed units cannot be seen by the enemy, so any sight lines will change to blue. Because concealed units will not be fired upon, this is a good way to bypass enemies or sneak up on them from behind. Enemies will still be able to detect you if you get too close to those, and then your unit will no longer be concealed. Scouts are particularly good at spawning concealed enemies from long distances. Be on the lookout for enemy scouts when moving a concealed unit. Fairly
Enemy sighted! Nothing to get riled about. You're through!
There he sees composed while he kicks your ass. That's kind of how Darkson he rolls.
Enemy silent!
That made sense, shut up. Alexis.
Moving out.
I'd go the right way, but that's blocked off.
Understood.
I'll move again. You make me laugh. Nice!
You picked the wrong fight.
Landmines! Sometimes you will come across landmines planted on the battlefield. Landmines are traps that are triggered when a unit steps on them, and explode as soon as a unit tries to move away. If you spot a landmine, do your best to stay away from it. If you have an armored tech nearby, you can disarm mines by moving the armored tech up and pressing the circle button. If you step on a mine, remember they will not detonate until you move away. Send an armored tech in to disarm it. There are small and large versions of the landmine. The smaller mines inflict high damage on infantry, but less on vehicles. Large landmines do heavy damage with both infantry and vehicles, so be very careful if you come across one. Unlike the first game, landmines in this game are a little less sensitive than they were. Now you have to actually step on them in order to trigger them,
I'll do what I can.
as opposed to stepping around them to set them off. Very nice of Sega to pay attention to that little detail from the first.
Moving out! I'm just getting started!
There we go. And my face. Wee! Okay. Let's move Alexis again.
Understood. A hostile.
Enemy sighted!
Clearing mines counts towards your credits, by the way. I should show you how to do that. I want to earn credits.
Enough!
What's up? Here you go. Here's how one earns credits, and how one earns better credits. So if you want someone to do better and earn more credits during a map, this is how you go about it. Magari.
I'll do what I can. This might actually work.
Watchtowers and ladders. You can use watchtowers and ladders that you come across in the battlefield to climb to higher positions. There's a watchtower here at the drill ground, so try sending a unit to climb up it. Move a unit close to the watchtower's ladder and press the circle button when climb appears to climb up. When you attack enemies from a higher position, you receive a damage bonus because of the height difference. If you see a watchtower or ladder in command mode, be sure to take advantage of it. It may even give you the opportunity to attack enemies that were hidden behind the terrain. You can also destroy watchtower ladders like you could in the first game by blasting them with a lancer anti-tank round or a tank shell.
Enemy spotted!
I'll provide cover.
All right!
You don't scare me.
Okay, let's go! Let me at him!
Accuracy boost.
Coming
I'm a
at
Von
you!
Hardens, bitch! Move aside.
All right!
Attack. Yoink! Morale up! But it doesn't matter, because I win!
Yes!
Yes!
We took their base camp!
Yes! And another A rank. Swell. Not going to save just yet. I think I'm gonna end this
To begin, here is
voice
today's
recording
news.
just a bit, just to make sure I can save and see if this works. Yeah, this is working. Story missions. Story missions are assigned after you complete a certain number of key missions. However, you must first view events marked red double exclamation mark to be able to accept them, so you're fully aware of the background. If you're unable to accept the mission, it is likely there is an event you haven't seen yet. Makes sense, right? When story missions become available, there will always be events marked red double exclamation mark to view, so seek them out. Right, so hold on just a moment, guys.